Place looks familiar, it's because we've made a video here once before, and to be honest, we come to this restaurant pretty often whenever we're in Lima. This place is called Punto Azul, and they make a delicious ceviche and some pretty tasty dishes that we're going to be sampling today. We're actually ordering all of our favorite dishes at this restaurant, so it should be a tasty meal.
So as Audrey mentioned, we're going all out. We're getting literally everything we want here. So we've got Cheetah Moda in the base. That's enough for the two of us. That's the purple corn drink.
Yeah.
Yes, delicious, refreshing, sweet. And then my personal favorite beer in Peru, Cusqueña. And I was drinking that quite a bit in Cusco earlier on in the year, and it's nice to be back in Lima and having a nice ice cold Cusqueña again.
Right here is ganchita, and it's a nice little snack you can enjoy before your meal. Look at the size of those kernels. They are pretty massive, nice and crispy. Good stuff. I'm also drinking my chicha. I added a little bit of lime, so now it's nice and sour. We're starting with an appetizer, and today we're having conchitas a la parmesana. Take a look over here and just look at this thing of beauty. Ooh la la.
Oh, these are so good.
And they're served in their shell. That's pretty cool. And lots of Parmesan cheese on there. We just squeezed on a little bit of lime. There we go. All in one bite. That is so good. The scallop is super tender, and the cheese, an explosion in your mouth.
So I don't know if you remember this, Audrey, but it was actually your grandma who introduced us to this dish here.
Yes.
She was the one who ordered this appetizer for the two of us and my parents a few months ago. So we've become big fans.
Big fans of scallops. He says.
The scallop is so juicy, and then when you have that salty, like thick melted cheese over top, it's just amazing. Like, this is just such a tasty appetizer.
I order the exact same thing every time I come to Punto Azul ceviche, and that has just arrived over here. This is just the classic ceviche. It's only fish, no other seafood in there, and we've got our red onions. I also asked for it spicy, so you can see the red peppers here. It's kind of been crushed, but you still get some big chunks. You have your sweet potato, fresh corn, and of course the tiger's milk, which is basically like a lemon base that helps cure the fish. So yeah, this is my absolute favorite. I never get sick of ceviche. My mouth just waters thinking about it. Oh my gosh. So let's dig in. Let's try it. Let's grab some onions in there as well. Oh, it's just so good. Wow. I just love all the flavors in your mouth. Like, it's so sour and tart, but then you've got your sweet potato to kind of help balance that. It's just perfection.
The perfect meal in Lima.
Hands down, my favorite Peruvian dish. Love it. And now it's time for your favorite.
Yes, and you can't come to Punto Azul and not indulge in the seafood, but I'm trying something that's kind of unique to here, and that is the shrimp cheese risotto. And guys, this is to die for. Like,
look at that.
You can't look at how cheesy that is. I'm grabbing a nice big shrimp here.
So creamy.
So creamy. This rivals the risottos you find in Italy. I kid you not. I kid you not. so cheesy. And then you have the shrimp, and then you have all the different seasonings. Like, to me, this is my favorite dish in Lima right now.
I don't think you got a shrimp. Let's grab an even bigger
Yes,
one.
I did, but I'm getting a bigger one this time. Awesome.
Now let's talk about this cheesy thing you've got going on here.
Yeah, it's just a big chunk of hardened cheese.
Are you using it as a cracker?
Yeah, I'm using it as a cracker.
It's basically just shredded golden crispy cheese.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, yeah. So I finished all my ceviche and Sam has taken over my plate. Can you tell us why?
I am in charge of finishing up the tiger's milk, the leche de tigre, and that's not a bad job to have.
We're stuffed, but we couldn't resist getting dessert. So if you have a look over here, we are having merengado de Cheetah Moda. So this is the meringue you see right here. This brown sauce is manjar blanco, which is similar to dulce de leche. It's kind of like a caramel. And then the Cheetah Moda is a fruit. It's a white fleshy fruit, which is completely covered in whipped cream and manjar blanco. So it's kind of hard to see it, but it's absolutely delicious. This is one of my favorite Peruvian desserts. Look at that. That's so good. Like, the fruit has a very soft and subtle flavor. It's not overpowering. It's just fleshy and kind of appley and sweet, but not too sweet. So you mostly just taste the manjar blanco and the sugar and the meringue. And I'll admit, it's a bit of an odd consistency and it doesn't look the most appetizing once you've dug into the cup, but it's a really good dessert. You really should try it when you're in Lima. So was that a satisfying meal or what?
Oh man, that epic feast finally ended. And now it's time for price point. So that came to just under 140 soles, so that was less than $40 US per person. And that included our chicha morada, our beer, our appetizer, our 2 mains, and a dessert. So not bad value. And if there's a tip I want to tell you, it's to come to this restaurant early. If we had have gone 30 minutes later, we would have been waiting outside with about 20 or 30 others.